go. Hey, it's Teta time. Yeah. So you guys have knocked adding integers out of the park. So today we're going to talk about subtracting integers. Now this is where a lot of people start getting scared, because it's got a lot of negatives. But let's talk about subtracting integers. So you guys have done it pretty much your whole life. So like 7 minus 4. If I asked you what's 7 minus 4, you would say 3. And that's great. You guys have done that. You've done where the bigger number is in the front. But what if I ask you what's 4 minus 7? Well, that's when it gets kind of scary and you guys start getting a little doubt in yourself. But you guys can do it. I know you can. So let's talk about how to do it if it's 4 minus 7. Well, you remember those counters that we had with adding integers? We're going to look at those again. So 4 minus 7, well, the 4 is positive. So let me put 4 positive integers, or chips. And then minus 7, that's really negative 7. Okay, so I want you to start thinking about that. That's negative 7. So that means the same thing as minus 7, negative 7. So I'm going to have 7 negative chips. Well, remember, a positive cancels a negative. So positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And look, I have 3 negative chips left. And that's the answer. So 4 minus 7 is negative 3. So you can do the chip method when subtracting, just like we did with adding. Now, when we get to some bigger numbers, the chips get there's a lot of them. So it can be kind of hard, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. Let's say I have 2 minus 6. You go try this. Alright, how'd you do? Did you try it with the chips? Well, let's look at it with a number line. Alright, so 2 minus 6. So I started 0 and 2. That's a positive 2. So I'm going to go to the right 2 places. Well, then I'm taking away 6 places, so minus 6. So I'm going to go to the left 6 places. So move over 2, go back 6, and I get negative 4. If you did it with the chips, you would have got the same answer. So as you can see, with subtracting integers, we can use the models as well. We can use the chips and the number line. But what you're going to find out is when you get bigger numbers, like what if I ask you what's 50 minus 75? Well, would you really want to draw 50 chips and then 75 negative chips? Or use the number line? As you can see, it gets kind of crazy. So we're going to talk about the rules. Remember we had adding integer rules? Well, we got subtracting integer rules too. But what we're going to do is I'm actually going to have you see if you can go discover them on your own. Because when you accomplish something yourself, without me telling you, you actually remember it more. But don't worry, if you don't get it, that's fine. You'll come back to another video and you'll watch and see how I talk about the rules for subtracting integers. So don't freak out if you don't get it. It's fine. I want you to see if you can go get it. Just like if you're playing a game and you learn how to defeat a level on your own, you're a little bit easier. But sometimes we have to go watch a video on how to do it. Trust me, I did it with Angry Birds on my phone. So if you don't get how to do the rules, you can come back and watch the other video. But go try it now. Teta time, out.